What's up, guys? So, a couple changes from last week. So, the first lesson of the week is that some people will not move unless you light a fire under their ass. And that was definitely the case for the property manager I was using. So, if you don't have the context, basically, I had a property manager that I was using to manage the triplex that I also live in one unit of. And he had done a subpar job with communication and getting somebody into my 4-bedroom unit that was vacant for 5 months because he just could not find anybody. So last week, what I did is I basically told him, listen, if you really can't find somebody, like, I need to find a different property manager. So I gave him a month, basically. I let him drop the price down to basically the price of what a 3-bedroom goes for in this area, for a 4-bedroom. So, very competitively priced, and I gave him a month. And lo and behold, a week and a half after I had that conversation with him, he found somebody. I woke up this morning and the lights were on in that 4-bedroom and the AC units were running. And I was thinking, okay, either he found somebody or somebody is squatting in that unit. So I called him up and he was like, oh yeah, I found someone. I'm like, okay, thanks, but please let me know next time. I mean, I didn't know who that was. And he's like, oh, okay, I thought I told you. I'm like, no, you didn't. But anyway, I'm not really surprised based on how the communication has gone with him in the past, but at least he found someone. So, yeah, the lesson that I learned is that some people, or not learned, but maybe was reminded of, is that some people don't really act until you light a fire under their ass. And I get two takeaways from this. Number one is try not to be that person. So I remind myself to try to not be the person that needs to have a fire under their ass before they start doing shit. Listen, I procrastinate from time to time, but yeah, I don't want to be that person. Whoever, you watching this, you don't want to be that person either. The second takeaway that I get from it is that you don't want to have these people around either, whether they are working for you or with you, what have you, right? Listen, the reason for that is I know that once I don't light a fire under my property manager's ass, he's going to get complacent, and let's say one of these units, their lease ends and they move somewhere else, right? I don't think I can trust him to fill the units in an adequate time without me lighting a fire under his ass, right? Like, people don't really change. Or I should say that people don't change because of other people. They change because of themselves. I believe that. And so nothing I do will really change him. This experience definitely did not change him as a person. It just changed his behavior for a little bit. And he's going to go back to default if I don't light the fire under his ass. So, yeah, those are the two takeaways I got from that situation. But, hey, at least there's somebody in there. They're paying well below the price, but, hey, it's better than it being vacant. And now I can finally not have to worry so much about being able to cover the mortgage. And, yeah, now I can actually afford to quit one of my jobs and not work 80 hours a week. So, that's all nice. This lighting is kind of funny. But, yeah. So, another thing I wanted to announce is that I've started a 3D print on demand business, or I'm trying to start one on Etsy and see how that goes. I have a couple guys that I met online, Y Combinator's co-founder matching. None of us are really contributing that much time to it, so I'm not so sure how it's going to go, but I'm going to contribute all I can to it and see where it leads. If nothing else, I'll gain a little bit of experience from it. And hopefully when I quit one of my jobs, that'll help too. So, yeah, I'm going to be faced with a decision coming up soon, which I've been thinking about for a long time, but I'm going to be faced with a decision of whether or not to quit my job at Boeing or to quit my job bartending. And, well, there are pros and cons that I don't really have time to get into because, I want to keep this video short and not ramble on. So anyways, yeah, those are the two announcements that I have. Yeah, some people won't work unless you light a fire under their ass. Do everything you can not be that person. Strive every day to not be that person. I do. And number two, try not to have those people around because, yeah, they're going to not do, well, they're not going to do, what you want, and they're not going to do what they should, I guess is the better way to put it. It's more general for whether they're, a teammate, or they're working for you, working with you, yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Hope you got some value out of that. Good night.